What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Domina. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while and check out a gladiator game that I really like. And this is the continuation of our series. In the previous episode, we had been the champion of the arena, but we were betrayed by vipers and snakes who hid inside the Senate and elsewhere. So today, we're going to be jumping back in and doing another playthrough. I think it should be a lot of fun. Let's get moving. Yes, Prime the Lions. Prime the Lions. The game is patched twice since the last time I've played it, and so things are a little bit different right now, and we're going to talk about the ways that it's different as we get moving. The game is actually quite a bit more difficult in its current iteration, and so you will have to make adjustments in order to survive. The two patches have actually made it so that the magistrate and the legate actually matter now. They used to not matter. They used to kind of just be this thing you could ignore and not participate in, and nothing bad would happen. Now you want to keep them happy, and if you don't keep them happy, you will suffer the effects. And so their disposition will determine how rigged the fights are against you. And so this is a new mechanic that we absolutely have to participate in. What I would do is I would take him up to pleased, and I would just give him a nice little start right there to make him just kind of amicable to our partnership in blood and crime. In addition, I would probably take a little bit of time. We'll check out a pit fight real fast. It's a 2v2 against some veterans, so we're not going to take that. It only costs us 1 gold to look at the list, so it's not that big of a deal. What cards do we start with? Balance. Attacking directly after a roll does 500% more damage. We don't have roll, so that's not going to work. I would like it if they would make it so I think you can... I'd like it if you could sell your cards, actually. That'd be a really cool thing to do for like 20 coin a piece. Now, our first fight is Ulpus, who is a Thrax, and Germanicus, who is a Murmelo. There is the possibility that this could go sideways. Our guys have better weapons, and so they should be able to slug it out with them. It's a unique opportunity for both of our guys to get, like, 2 skill points, though, for going on in, and so I'll go ahead and give it a try, and if we fail this fight, not even going to stress about it in all reality. There's both of them down. They managed to hack their way through them. Along with the game's changes, it seems like there was some level of AI changes now where the game... Oh, good, one of our guys' name is Areola. Yay, Areola the Mighty. Areola the Freezing, and Virginius. Virginius, Lord of World of Warcraft. So we've got 208 coin, 37 crowd favor. Another thing you want to factor in is that you get paid more now. If you stay on the legate or the magistrate's good side, if you have their rep maxed out, you can get like 400, 500 coins for every single fight, and it's weird how quickly that shit like stacks up. Both these guys took a little bit of damage. I was slightly concerned that they weren't going to perform well because those two guys actually had decent synergy fighting alongside each other. We'll go with mind control next. And what I'd like to do is continue just kind of throwing things his way. We'll throw that over there, keep him nice and happy. We'll check and see if the market has restocked any of the stuff that we need right now. In this pit fight, we have a Thrax who is level 0. I'm going to encourage Areola to get in there and knock this dude the fuck on out. Let's go! Fight him. By knock him out, I mean hit him with an edged piece of metal until he falls over with his life's blood that his mother gifted upon him, spurting upon the soil as we laugh and cheer for the crowd and say, "Upon my blade, weakling, upon my blade." He surrenders after actually a pretty tough slugfest of a fight. That was a throwdown. That was basically a dogfight right there where it was just them mashing on each other. We won't do too many more pit fights. We will keep the wine cracking just to keep them nice and happy, and what you'll find is that the fights will start to get rigged in your favor. You'll start to find that, like, the fights, you'll get, like, 4 guys, and they'll get, like, 1 guy who's under-leveled or whatever, and it's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. I kind of like things being stacked in my favor. I'll be honest. Given a choice between having things stacked against me or in my favor, I will always take in my favor. We'll get him kitted up a little bit. We'll get him kitted up as well. Maybe take him up to a bit of a nicer helmet, some nicer armor, because he did win his first fight. So there it is. Rewards. Rewards for the gladiators who have served me and made me wealthy. Good unto you, gladiators. May your life be productive. The more productive you are, the wealthier I get, so I'm okay with it. Gratitude, I suppose. In addition, their rep now goes up and down much more... Well, before it seemed like it always just went down and there was nothing you could really do about that. Now it actually has the capability of going up. And so things are a little bit different. I'm going to get the Architect first. I will probably get reduced costs on upgrades and resources, sacrifices to the gods on the horror specs. I'm going to try and do different stuff this time around. So 1 water a day, and this dude provides 4 food. So that's all right. That's workable. I'm going to try and play around with people that I've never hired before in this playthrough just to to mess around with. I don't know what the Haruspex does, but she's kind of expensive, so I won't go with that. With regards to the Medicus, that might be nice. The Educator might be good as well. Some of these guys just produce extra resources for you. The Vintner right there, for example, he creates... Oh, he gives you Magistrate Favor. Well, shit, let's try him out, too. We'll see what he does. We'll buy the rest of that. We have a pit fight all nice and ready to go. If we can get ourselves... It's Numa! Man, that's an internet reference that hasn't been brought up in a while. That's one of those ones that's almost made the full rotation. Like, it hasn't been popular in a long-ass time. But at the same time, like, when it comes back up, man, everybody recognizes it. It's an easy reference. Oof. Oh, he surrendered. I've never seen him run away like that before. That's actually new, too. They've changed around the AI completely, so I'm not really sure what to expect today. They've changed around the AI by a whole bunch, and so these little dudes tend to respond in strange ways to the things that go on. No lie. We'll start building up some palaces. You guys all get into position. I wanted to take a look at everybody's HP, and whoever had good HP stays. Whoever has bad HP goes. So yeah, one of our champions has absolutely abysmal HP. Like, I don't know why his HP is so horrible, but it is what it is. On this side, we've got a 5v1 against Minicus, who is a Retiarius, and the pay is good. Like, the pay is real good. Just send in a bunch of scrubs. I don't care if they die. Like, I don't care. Anybody that survives, essentially, anybody that makes it through this, essentially gets free level ups. And I'm just going to sell them anyways, so we might as well send them in a blob. Oh, he backed off. Yeah, everybody else jump in on that shit, too. There we go. He got the net off himself. I was worried about that. Actually, we appear to be, like, losing right now. We appear to be losing badly. This guy is messing us up. Good lord. That guy went for yard on us. That dude stole on our party. That was brutal. Only 2 guys walked away. Oh, he surrendered, so we'll try to get him life real fast. There we go. We'll try to keep him alive because level ups is level ups, and so we don't want to waste it. There we go. So he's allowed to survive because he fought valiantly. He... little bit less of a chance, but we actually got 4 level ups out of that. All in all, oh no. Those are my guys, and we got a few more slaves to go along with it. A decent amount of cash, so there it is. One of our champions has been whacked, though, unfortunately. He's in pretty bad shape, but I'll pay for his healing. Why not? It seems like a dick move just to let him bleed on the soil like that, so we'll bring him up, and then I'll make him a Thrakes. We'll give him a reasonable weapon. We will give him reasonable kit. Nothing too crazy. Like 2 levels on everything we put on him, basically. Except for the weapon. I find that the weapon is the one thing that you don't want to skimp on. Like, the weapon tends to be the one thing that actually changes stuff around, because the jump from wooden Gladius up to real Gladius tends to be actually pretty profitable. We'll go like so. He should be happy with us because we won the fights that he wanted us to win. We will continue to donate a little bit of this and a little bit of that to him. We could do exhibition matches to make him happy, but I never know how those exhibition matches are going to go. And so you, sir, you're on the block. You get sold. You get sold as well. I think our palace just got done too. Yes, our wooden combat dummy just got taken care of. We now have that. I'm going to take aimed attack next so that our attack goes up by 25%. We will take a look at the pit fight, but I can't guarantee it's going to be anything beneficial. It's against Anicus. Anicus has a set of wooden Gladiuses. Yeah. You know, it's a risk. Considering our poor big guy hasn't really actually healed up yet. He's still doing his thing. I'll give him a couple more days and see if they bounce back. But yeah, make sure you babysit the morale of both of these guys from now on when you play the game. Now that it's been patched up and things have changed around a tiny bit, the game is unplayable if you don't pay attention to their reputations now. It's become basically a vital part of the game, which I suppose is probably a change for the better. Repositanus, that guy is like level 20, so no, we're absolutely not going to fight him. That fight is super stacked against our favor, and I'm not going to send somebody to their death and lose rep over it. I'd rather actually just take the rep hit, in all fairness. The magistrate seeks to build a cobblestone road in the city, citing that civilized men should not tread in the mud. Consequently, he needs strong men to lift stones. The legate is overseeing the excavation of a small quarry. He needs strong men to lift and move the stones there. Okay. I'll go with the magistrate for now. The magistrate is pleased that you support his endeavor. Your gladiators return to you unharmed. I haven't used as much wine on this guy, so it'll be easier to recover with him, because once you use wine on him a whole bunch of times, it's like it's hard to come back from. Yeah, I'll fight this guy. I'll take my champion in. And this time, I'm in the pilot seat, although the AI has gotten a lot better. In the 2 patches, the AI, not better as in like it does smarter shit, but the AI is better at its job now, which is namely like whooping your ass. Like that right there. The AI attacks like really, really fast now, and they do it at like vicious little openings in your guard. And so you got to be careful about the way you go into it, otherwise they'll tag you. They'll tag you and you'll feel like the village idiot. We'll go ahead and heal up right there. Hopefully in 3 days he'll be able to get his health back. For the Vintner, every few days he automatically raises that. Yeah, go ahead. But actually, increase your wine production first. I have the cash to do it, so we might as well continue. Now, we've got a little bit of money sitting around. Not a lot, but it's something. We probably want to get Nimble Stance done pretty soon, too, because that'll allow us to sprint all the time. What cards do I have here? I'm going to discard that because we don't even have Dodge Roll. Rebuff Tolerance, Hold Ground, Gladiator Strength Training goes faster. Throw that in there. There's not a whole ton of things right now that are looking amazing on any of our Gladiators, but we'll try to make it work. At the bare minimum, I'd also like to get all these guys weapons so that they don't have to run around like idiots if we do like a 5v1 fight again or whatever. I feel like that last one probably would have gone better if they had just had basic equipment to get themselves situated with. Yeah, send him wine to make him a little happier. What the shit is this fight? Good lord. How stacked is that fight? Holy shit, dude. Yeah, that's a little rough. And he doesn't even have, like, that negative of reputation with us right now. Like, I thought coming back and looking at him, we're getting the legate every single time we roll a mission, too, which sucks, because we put all of our eggs in the magistrate's basket, as weirdly sexual as that sounds. But yeah, I don't understand why the legate is really trying to take it to us like this. He's being a little bit rough. That 7-man fight right there is just going to be a slaughter fest, and no matter who you went into that with, you're going to lose, guys, especially with the way that they've made the game quite a bit more difficult since the most recent patch drops. So we'll get some wine, a little bit of food right there, kind of stack it all together, and we can probably do it. Let's go ahead and send our man in, and we'll see what happens here. I'll probably, yeah, let's send in, yeah, we're going to have to send in our toughest guy. We're not going to have a choice there. I'm a little bit worried about this fight, just because he's a little bit outmatched, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, oh, no, off to a rough start, Oh, we're not going to, oh, no. Oh, shit. Well, that's not good. That's upsetting. Our next fight is pot for the legate, it looks like. So this will be a good opportunity for us to get some reputation back. Unfortunately, we've lost all of our good gladiators, so it puts us in a weird position right now. We're a little bit behind the 8-ball. If we end up losing this fight, there's not a lot of recovering in this game, and so chances are I'll probably just re-roll the campaign real fast and we'll just go from there. That's the way this game goes. You're not always supposed to win. Sometimes you just get, you know, sometimes you just get a rough go of it, and it's very difficult to recover in this game once you've already started to lose. And so hopefully we'll be able to bounce back a little bit, get some of these guys back into winning fighting shape. He's got 1 victory under his belt right now. If we can get a few more scrub matches where they give him people that tangibly he can defeat, we might be able to bounce back. But every now and again you get like 10 fights in a row that are just like insurmountable. And so you spend a bunch of time like not leveling up, and it's hard to bounce back every now and again. So you got to keep your eye on it. All right, with our Vintner, he's doing his thing. This guy, I'll do an exhibition match if you want. That guy's got 3 victories. No, I ain't going to do that. That's basically just killing one of my people for no reason whatsoever. I think instead they should pitch the exhibition matches to you instead of you clicking and picking or something like that. And when they pitch it to you, they shouldn't get upset if you say no. They should just get upset if you lose or something like that. Because sometimes you're expected to take fights. Here's the thing is, there'll be a fight, and if you don't take it, you lose reputation. But if you do take it and you lose reputation. And so there's no way if you get fixed with a shitty deal for the player to move around that and like kind of dance around it. Like it's just, that's the way that it is. That's a 5v1. Yeah, send them all in. Get them in there. We're gonna mean mob this dude. This dude's gonna have a rough day. At least our fights from the magistrate are nice. So there's that to think about. God, that guy got dogpiled on. That dude had the worst day ever. That guy went to work today and was just like, oh, FML. Fuck my life. We got 346 coin right there, defensive priority, and a whole bunch of training to go around. We may actually do well enough to bounce back here. We might bounce back. It just sort of depends how our next couple fights go. If we can get lined up with decent fights for the next 2 or 3, I think we'll be okay. A large, angry, venomous snake bit a gladiator, and he died. Romanus. Oh, there he is right there. That's a new event. I've never seen that one before. You shift up into that slot. If you're not working on palaces anymore, we need one more. Sometimes it's hard for me to keep track of all the things I'm supposed to be working on. Strength, trade speed, go up. Defensive priority. Sure, somebody take defensive priority. Why not? We got paid out the yong on that one. So these guys are all going to get a gear upgrade. Just a little bit of this and a little bit of that to make them more tolerant as combatants. Although I don't think tolerance is a thing that comes in really well in gladiatorial death matches. I don't think tolerance is a virtue that they really have a large amount of appreciation for, now that I'm thinking about it. But all of my guys have good weapons now. All of my guys have somewhat real armor at the moment that'll help out with their defensive capabilities. He's on meditate, Raider, AI, attack efficiency. So his meditate is on 20. Yeah, just keep the training nice and even. Do what you got to do. We'll check out the pit fight. That's going to be a 2 or a 1v2. No, so I won't take that. We'll buy everything we can get our hands on over here. And I would like to get the legate back into good graces with us. His exhibition matches were kind of bullshit, though, so we'll have to watch it. Hopefully he'll give us a couple of things. This is going to be from the legate. Nobody with good reputation with us would set this up. Yeah. It's because he has bad reputation. And so you can see, I think the penalties are too severe right now for the new reputation system. You're punished too harshly for having a bad reputation with somebody, and it's almost impossible to recover from having a bad reputation with somebody. Unless you have, maybe there's an employee in here that'll help us out with that. I don't know. Oh, we've got... Let's see if there's anybody that can help us out with the legate. Ah, he can buy everything that increases the legate's favor. So let's try that. Let's try that. I spoke too soon. There's a way out of this, and I was just being bitchy. We will go greater reboundment when downgrading legate bribes. Yeah, monetize my friendship with the legate. I need his little bar to fill up, please. I need it to fill up, and I need it to fill up well. I'm going to go for disarming weapon because I find that that one actually digs me out of a rough spot all the time. That fight is bullshit, and we're not even going to entertain looking at that for a moment. That fight was just like, not going to happen. Not going to happen. It's going to be a bloodbath, so we might as well not even look at it. Not interested in losing anybody right now. I'm trying to develop gladiators who aren't scrubs. Alright, so our cash is a little bit low, but I think things are going to be alright. On this one, this has got to be for the legate too. Yeah, it's for the legate. He's mad at us right now. That didn't seem like it increased his, That didn't seem like it increased his friendship at all. Unfortunately, we've run out of mileage as far as that's concerned. With the Vintner, make sure that you stay on the Magistrate. Yeah, keep his temperament nice and... Oh, I can't afford it. Never mind. We're going to have to wait and see if we can get some battles in and actually make some money. It's a 2v2 against two guys that have huge stat bows, so we're not going to be able to take that fight. Yeah, right now the curve of how difficult the game is seems to be a little too high. I would tailor it back slightly because the game doesn't give you a ton of time right now to actually gain your footing and have a chance of winning. It seems like ever since they patched, I haven't won the game at all. I beat it like 10 times before this came out, and once they put out this patch, I haven't made it past mid-game ever since. Through a cousin, you're able to get several casks of exclusive and rare wine for the Gaia Festival. Having enjoyed the exclusive wine immensely, both the Legate and Magistrate seek to procure a cask for their own households. Having only one cask of the exclusive wine left, give it to the Magistrate. This fool's basically pretty mad with us already, so I wouldn't even worry. How frequently can I do that? Or has he already done it? Because it looks like actually his reputation's gone up slightly. Huh. Do weight training. Check out the pit fights. Yeah, that's a doable fight. That's definitely a doable fight. Let's see what happens here. Let's take in one of our off-brand gladiators, you know? One of our Sun-brand gladiators to see if this is kind of one of those things that he can pull off. And if he can, it'll be alright. But yeah, the new patch is definitely rough. It's difficult. I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan yet. There we go, off with his head. Managed to get through him in a reasonable fashion. It seems like our stats are starting to stack up to the point where we're able to do stuff that we want to do. We also have another fight, which is going to be on behalf of the Legate. There's going to be a roaming lion on this one. I'm actually going to accept it. And in this case, Salustius, somebody with cheap gear, is basically just going to have to outrun the lion. That's all there is to it. His job is called Stay the Shit Away from the Lion. Now, occasionally they do kill the lion, and if that happens, this dude's about to have a really, really rough day. There we go. And so we managed to pull through that one all right, and that should give us a little bit of reputation with the Legate, too. Those fights tend to be kind of a gimme. They help out. Like, you just kind of run away and hope that the AI soaks the hits. That's going to give him a couple of free battles. We're going to bounce back. It's hard to tell sometimes if you're going to be able to, and sometimes my inclination is just to reroll the campaign real quick, but I'm glad that we didn't because we're in better shape right now. Oh, so actually he doesn't have to do anything for that. It just, like, happens every few days. Okay. Yeah. Increase my wine production, sure. Sounds great to me. Keep gathering stones so that our training goes faster. As soon as he's done, I think we'll be in a great position. And we will continue to mash this on out. I probably have enough to bribe him again. But not quite enough to get him all the way over the hump. Hopefully I'll be able to do it soon, though. I'm going to leave a lot of these guys training. My general rule is that anybody who has terrible HP, I tend to get rid of them. Like, that guy's definitely a seller. And then you kind of just keep an eye out for him. You do what you got to do. We do have pit fights coming up. It's going to be against a guy who's actually hardcore as hell. So we're going to turn that one down. Because that one's a bit too risky for my blood. That guy's got 9 victories. That means his stats are bare minimum in the realm of 18 to 30. Not counting any training he's done. So his stats will be between 18 and 30 for every single criterion. We just don't have anybody that... We don't have anybody that can punch up to that level. All of our best guys have only won 2-to-1 battles. And so we're waiting. We're waiting for more battles to come through that'll allow them to level a tiny bit more. He's still kind of outside their league too, so we're not going to run that one either. And with that, I think we're out of time for the day. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here for the next episode of Domina. I hope you like the game. I'm going to continue mashing on through. This new patch definitely changed the way that I got to look at the way that I play, and also it just made the game flat out way harder. Like, it flat out just made the game super buku hard. Like I told you, I beat the game a bunch of times now in my own free time. And since this patch dropped, haven't been able to make it past, like, day 250. It's a pretty marked change from where it was before. So anyways, I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you for coming around. Bye, everybody.